Hi friends, my name is Arun Mutfani and welcome to my YouTube channel Spirit Motivational. In my last video, I was explaining about a basic human characteristic called nature. We all are born with a certain kind of nature. Nature is something that we don't just pick it up from the market and we adapt to it. No. Of course, there are certain changes that as we grow and we adapt, but a basic nature is going to be there with us because that's what we are born with. So basic nature is something which we really need to understand. Now, nature can be defined into two categories. One is the positive and the other one is the negative. Now, let's assume someone is someone having a positive nature. What are his characteristics? What are his, how does he react? How does she react? So basically, the person with the positive nature, he or she will always be open to ideas, and they are very easily adaptable. They adapt to situations very easily. They are not suspicious, and they like to give time. They understand, and they are more helpful. And certainly one thing is there that they think about others, about themselves. So that's one characteristics. If you find in someone, you think you should know that yes, that's someone who is really positive. And someone having a negative nature, that person will always be suspicious, jealous, a very closed a very closed kind of a personality, not sharing things, wouldn't like to share things, and try to create trouble among friends, family. And of course they are, as I said, they are suspicious, so they are jealous as well. And basically they are very insecure. They have a lot of insecurity in mind because they are too they are too self-centered. So if you find someone who is too self-centered and who is a little a closed kind, he's not telling you a lot of things, he's not open, so you can understand that that person is having a negative nature. Now, many times it's not that the person having a positive nature doesn't have negative energies. They do have negative energies, but then that's the ratio. When somebody is having a positive nature, they will have 90% attitude, positive attitude, and 10% they will have a little negative energy, because that energy cautious gives them a warning, like if they are getting into trouble or they are falling into a trap or something. So that negative energy helps them to understand, so that creates a little suspicion in back of their mind. But if you see a person having a positive nature will have some trouble in the beginning, but will pass out through any exam, any test, because that's their will, that's their determination. And as I said, there are elements in the universe, they help you. So positive energy from the universe, they are always connected with us. They don't go on a break or something of that sort. They are always connected with us in our subconscious mind. So they understand our situation and they help us. And many times when you fall, they really want you to fall and understand, boss, yes, you have to be a little sharp. So that's where the 10% negativity comes in, which helps you. So negativity is not a problem. It you see how it depends upon you how you see it. So when you learn lesson from a negative impact, then you are more attentive, you are more intelligent. Now many times if somebody is having a positive nature, they can be taken for a ride very easily, because they believe in what you say. So you can be positive but intelligent at the same time, and you can be positive then carefree. So when you are carefree, then certain things will come up and you will go through it that time, and the time will teach you, and then you move on. And in terms of a person having a negative personality, the 90% negative and 10% positive, it doesn't really help them in the beginning. Yes, in certain cases, yes, there are cases where, like, people are negative in nature, and they have fallen into trouble because of that nature, and they realize, and they come out of it, like, because of they are having some positive nature, some positive energy left, some positive connection, so that tries to help them. But many times they also, like, they don't realize the strength of the positivity, and they go with their basic nature, which is negative. So these are the two things which you can analyze and understand from the from somebody else's nature. And many times, if you see, it's not your nature that creates stress or trouble for you. It's the nature of the opposite person that creates a lot of stress and a lot of, like, maybe a good natured person, a positive natured person will give you good harmony. It will give you a good feel factor. And someone having a negative nature will give you a trouble time, a lot of stress. So we as a human being are more dependent on others' nature than our nature. So that's what I say, you need to understand the nature of the person and make certain parameters, like, that you don't need to cross those parameters with that kind of a person, because at the end of the day, it is you who is going to go through stress, not that person, because that person will enjoy giving you stress, and you are the one who's just taking it and like going for a ride. So better to stop that. Think about it, understand opposite guy's nature, and you will sail through very nicely. Thank you, friends, for watching my YouTube channel. I will be back again. Have a nice day. Enjoy.